with a good meal.
Oh, you're reading the last part? All's well that ends with a good meal is going to be the moral of this story. Let's listen to the story.
What does that mean?
It means all's well that ends well, kind of like, you know, sometimes you go through some tough times to get somewhere in life, but at the end of the day, if you end well, you end where you want to be, then it was worth it. Right? Is that kind of right? Sounds right? All's well that ends well?
That's about it.
Let's read the story. What a glorious vision I see in my head, said a cat as he went to the river bank. I see a large, fat fish on a china plate resting in an ocean of lemon juice and butter sauce. He licked his whiskers in anticipation. The cat put a worm on a hook and threw his line into the water. He waited for the fish to bite. An hour went by, but nothing happened. What a vision I see, said the cat. A fish on a china plate lying in a lake of lemon juice and butter sauce. Another hour passed and nothing happened. I see a vision, said the cat. A small fish on a china plate sprinkled with lemon juice and dribbles of butter sauce. Many hours later, the cat said, I can still see a vision. A small thin fish on a china plate with a little drop of lemon juice and a tiny dab of butter sauce. After a long time, the cat said sadly, there is a new vision in my head. I see no fish, I see no lemon juice, and not a bit of butter sauce. I see a china plate. It is as empty as my stomach. The cat was just about to leave the river bank when he felt a sudden tug on his line. He pulled a large, fat fish out of the river. The cat ran home and fried the fish. He put it on a china plate. He poured a whole ocean of lemon juice and butter sauce all over it. What a glorious supper, said the cat. All's well that ends well, with a good meal. So, he's trying to catch that big fish, and he wasn't catching it, so he was, you know...
Still trying.
He was lowering his expectations as the day went on. It started out, I see a big fat fish drenched in lemon and butter, and then it got to the point where he's like, I see a thin, tiny little fish with a drop of lemon juice, just a smidge of butter. And then he ended with, maybe I just see an empty china plate with nothing. And he had given up, and bam, then he caught the fish right at the end, didn't he? And then he had his fish with his butter sauce and lemon and butter.
Turned out better than he expected.
So it turned out.